All right, Michael Jackson fans, today we're going to be learning Heal the World. All right, everybody, my name is Theron Brown, and welcome to Playground Sessions YouTube channel. Today we're going to be working on Michael Jackson's song, Heal the World, just the pre-chorus at the intermediate level. Again, we all know that we need some healing in this world, so let's jump in. Okay, so first we're going to look at the right hand. And if you notice at the beginning of the measure here, we have our treble clef and we have 3 sharps, which means we are in the key of A major, 3 sharps. Also, we have our time signature, which is cut time. So we're going to be moving a little bit quick here. So for our finger position, we're going to start with our thumb on A. Now to get to our next note, we're going to want to stretch a little bit, open up our hand, and get our 3rd finger up to the F sharp, so we can prepare the octave with our 5th finger. Then we get to the G sharp there. Okay, next we have our 2nd finger on the E. And this is the interesting part. Moving on to the next note, we have to do what's called a finger substitution. So we're going to take our 2nd finger and replace it with our 4 to play the next series of notes. And that allows us to be able to reach down with our thumb to this A and to play the next phrase. So that's an important part of this song, is preparing your fingerings for those leaps. Also, you'll want to watch the ties in the phrases. You can see an example of the ties in the first 2 measures with the G sharp. Adds a little bit of syncopation there. You also see an example of that twice in measure 3, in the middle and at the end. Now going into our next phrase with the pickups in the measure 29, I particularly like this part of the song because this shows us a great example of like a sequence. So starting with the pickups here in measure 28. Now we're going to hear some of the same rhythms in the next phrase here. Pickups into measure 31. Yeah, so it's almost like a call and response. And then our last measure there, you don't want to forget that because that leads to the next section of the song. You're going to have your thumb on E, and then F sharp and A. Awesome, let's try that together, the slow tempo.
1, 2, set, go.
Very good, very good. Now let's try this at the faster tempo. And if you don't quite have it down, you can always try it at the slower tempo again.
1, 2, set, go.
All right, cool, excellent. Let's switch over to the left hand. Okay, we're going to see some of the same material in the beginning measure here. We have a bass clef, the same key signature, we still have the same time signature. Now in this case, we have a cool technique for our left hand. It's going to be root, 5th, root. And it kind of goes out through the whole song until we get to the very end, and we'll talk about that. But you're going to want to start with your 5th finger on B, your 2nd finger on F sharp, and then we're going to finish out the octave with another B with our thumb here. Okay. Next, we're going to move to C sharp and do the same thing. It's going to be root, 5th, root. So we're going to have C sharp, G sharp, and then another C sharp. Next, we're going to do the same thing with D, D, A, and D. Back to C sharp, back to B. Now here we're going to repeat it again, just like in measure 29. Now we're going to have something a little bit different. Our E sus4 chord. You move your 5th finger up to E and use a closed hand position. E, A, and B. And then we're actually going to play those notes that were separate together as a chord. That finishes out our bass line accompaniment for Heal the World pre-chorus. Let's try this at a slow tempo.
1, 2, set, go.
All right, excellent job. Let's try that at a faster tempo.
1, 2, set, go.
Cool. Now remember, you can always go back and try something again if you're having a little bit of problems. But for now, let's go ahead and put hands together. Now, before we move on, I just want to let you know that you can try out the rest of this song and a bunch of other songs in Playground Sessions interactive app. And there's actually a free trial. You can just click this tab right here and it'll take you straight to it. All right, folks, so let's jump into putting both of our hands together for this song. Super exciting. There's a couple things I want you to look out for before we try it at the slow tempo. A couple tips. Remember, in the left hand, you can use muscle memory, root fifth, to play this bass line, help you when you're playing the melody so that you don't have to think about it too much. In the right hand, you're going to watch out for those ties, notes that are tied, just like in measure 25 to 26, in measure 27 and 28. Those notes add a little bit of syncopation to the rhythm, so watch out for that. All right, folks, let's try this at the slower tempo.
1, 2, set, go.
Awesome. Let's try this at the faster tempo.
1, 2, set, go.
All right, folks, thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Theron Brown, and that is Michael Jackson's Heal the World. If you want to check out other songs by Michael Jackson, you know I'm a big fan of him. You can go to the Playground Session app. Also, let me know if you want to hear any other Michael Jackson songs. We can go over them together. All right, y'all, peace. All right, good people, thanks for watching. I'm Theron Brown. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tap that notification bell. Be sure to check out the Playground Sessions app, co-created by music legend Quincy Jones. Playground teaches the piano with interactive feedback and gaming features, all while using your favorite song.